So would you want to live somebody for overtime? Wait till you hear this one. It's going to make the hair on the back of your neck stand up. Here's the rest of the story. I don't know about you guys, but if I get really sick, I'm going to the hospital. And that's because doctors and nurses make you get better. Except in these 4 cases. In these 4 cases, not only did they not get better, they became unalive. And that's because of the ICU nurse, William Davis. This is William Davis. He was a 37-year-old ICU nurse at the Christus Trinity Mother Frances Hospital in Texas. When 4 people died at the hospital that William Davis worked at first doctors were a little puzzled. But then they started to notice a pattern. They started to realize that all 4 patients died of an air embolism. The first patient was John Lafferty. He was 74 years old, and in 2017, he was in the hospital recovering from surgery and doing just fine, when all of a sudden out of nowhere, he crashed, and then he became unalive. It wasn't until then that the doctors looked into it and wound up realizing that he had unexplained air inside of his brain. The next patient is 68-year-old Ronald Clark. In July of 2017, he went into the hospital and was having a routine recovery when all of a sudden things went bad and he became unalive. When doctors looked into it, just like the patient a month earlier, he wound up having air in his brain also. Christopher Greenaway was 47 years old and recovering from heart surgery on August 4, 2017, and was doing just fine. As a matter of fact, he was scheduled to go home that day, except things started to spiral out of control and he became unalive. When doctors looked into it, yep, you guessed it, he had air in his brain also. They now started to realize that these things were not happening by accident. Fast forward 5 months to January 2018, where 60-year-old Joseph Kalina collapsed under similar circumstances. Now, the bad thing about him is that he didn't want to die until 2 years later in 2020.